All right, Shalom. Want to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Harakak Wadash. Want to give double honors to my elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Akim of Great Millstone pushing this truth throughout the four corners in these last days. All right, Shalom. All right, in this video, we're going to be reading some of this article. It says, hell yeah, I would leave Lindsey Graham suggests Republicans copy Texas Democrats, flee Washington to block infrastructure vote. All right. And in this video, we're going to be going into, the three unclean frogs, all right, and hyperinflation, and how this place, this, this, the Roman Empire all over again is coming down, all right, being destroyed by Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right, and we're gonna read this a little bit. It says, Senator Lindsey Graham on Sunday said he would take whatever legal means necessary to stop Democrats from approving their massive 3.5 trillion infrastructure package, even if it means following in the steps of Texas Democrats who fled their state to block restrictive voting legislation, a likely far-fetched proposal for the U.S. Senate, where only a simple majority of lawmakers are needed to conduct business, that being 2/3 of them. It says, speaking to Fox News Sunday morning, Futures Graham blessed Democrats' infrastructure proposal for its lofty 3.5 trillion price tag and several provisions targeting non-physical infrastructure, saying he would use everything lawfully in his toolbox to prevent rapid inflation. All right, and you can't prevent it. All right, it's prophecy. It's prophecy that the economy of Babylon the Great, all right, America, is going to get worse. All right, hit inflation, hyperinflation. It says referencing concerns that heightened fiscal spending could drive up demands and prices. And you already see it, prices sneaking up, all right, and there's a scarcity of products, all right, of food. It says Graham said he would leave town if Democrats managed to pass a reconciliation budget resolution, and called on his Republican colleagues to learn something from Texas state Democrats who last week blocked a bill by fleeing to Washington. All right, and another thing, the scriptures tell you, a house divided against itself cannot stand. All right, so the lawmakers and everything, they divided. All right, so this place is about to crumble. It says the U.S. Constitution requires a quorum of 51 senators to be present for the Senate to conduct business. Graham pointed out, meaning all 50 senators would need to be absent for such a tactic to work. Let me see. The controversial move is also not without repercussions. The Senate's sergeant at arms can compel senators to go to the chamber under the threat of arrest, something that last panned out in 1988. They say though many have voiced discontent at Democrats' infrastructure proposal, no other senators have thus far indicated they go to such measures to block a vote from happening. All right, I'm gonna read a little bit more. It say this a quote. It said, hell yeah, I would leave. Graham said Sunday, if we pass that bill, you're going to have inflation through the roof. And if they put legalizing illegal immigrants in that bill, you're going to have a complete run on the border. I'd do anything I could to stop that. All right. And Esau ultimately want that. He want that order out of chaos. All right. That's why he got his troops ready. It says, on Monday, 57 Democratic House lawmakers left the state and traveled to Washington, D.C. in order to prevent the chamber from having necessary quorum of 2/3 of senators to pass a restrictive voting bill and other Republican-led legislation during a 30-day special session. The remaining members of the Texas House voted Tuesday to authorize the state sergeant at arms to call on all absentees under the threat of arrest, but the officer doesn't have jurisdiction outside of Texas. For now, the Texas Democrats are pushing for national voting rights legislation to help squash the state's GOP bill, and it's still very unclear how long their efforts in Washington may last. All right, you got a lot on here. On here, let me see. This is the last. This is the last passage right here. It says, though President Joe Biden first unveiled his infrastructure proposal in March, Democratic Party leaders have faced opposition to the plan from Republicans and Democrats alike, prompting them to pursue two different efforts in hopes one pans out. All right, so it's like good cop, bad cop. The Republicans and Democrats, they working for the same beast. All right, which is Rome all over again. All right, Babylon the Great, it sits on top of the beast, the NATO and the EU. All right, they working for the same beast. They working for the same cause. Like I said, good cop, bad cop. All right, it says a a bar, a bipartisan group of 22 senators has been working on a much smaller 953 billion partition plan since late June to quell concerns chief among Republicans, namely that Biden's proposal is too big and take on too much outside traditional infrastructure. Meanwhile, Senate Democrats on Wednesday released a 3.5 trillion infrastructure framework in case they can pass a budget resolution bill later this summer. All right, using the Senate's special reconciliation process, the budget resolution bill would allow Democrats to pass certain spending bills with just 51 votes instead of the usual 60, but it would still require all 50 Senate Democrats to sign on, including more moderate members like Senator Joe McKean and Kirstine Sinema. The odds of that are still uncertain, though it's possible Democrats may trim the size of their package to help get members on board. It says Machine, I don't know how to say his name, for one told reporters on Wednesday he was still concerned that the 3.5 trillion plan would cost too much and wanted more details on how it would be paid. All right. Now about to get the precepts real quick. But first I want to get that word hyperinflation. All right. It says hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is a term to describe rapid, excessive, and out of control general price increases in an economy, while inflation is a measure of the pace of rising prices for goods and services. Hyperinflation is rapidly rising inflation, typically measuring more than 50% per month. All right, and you got evictions, you got all that going on. All right, people losing jobs and getting kicked out of their homes. And you got the famine of bread. So all hell is breaking loose. All right, it's like a domino effect. And I got this precept. This Revelation 6:6, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. All right, and this represents that hyperinflation. All right, stuff. things are, the prices of these foods and products is about to go up. All right, and that oil and the wine represents the elect of Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right, the ones that's gonna be delivered out of this Jacob's trouble. All right, this Revelation 13 and 11. All right, and this is going back on the the Democrats and the Republicans. All right, and it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and that other beast is America, which is patterned up. Its system is patterned after the ancient Roman Empire. All right, so it's Rome all over again. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right, and those two horns is the plebeians and the patrician, which represents the Democrats and Republicans. All right, it's the same system all over again, same government and all that. And it says, and he spake as a dragon. All right, well, verse 12. I was gonna say it, but the scripture right here, verse 12. And he exercised of all the power of the first beast before him. That's the ancient Roman Empire, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And how was that deadly wound healed? By America. All right, coming back, Rome coming back as America. The Roman Empire coming back as America, which sits on top of that beast, which is the NATO and the EU. All right, called the Renaissance. All right, well, hold on. It's Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs. All right, and this represents the judicial, legislative, and executive branches. All right, of America. It says, come out of Salakia. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. All right, and that false prophet being the Roman Catholic Church. All right, but who's that dragon? Like I said, it's America. All right, coming through the spirit of the Roman Empire. All right, and it says verse 19. I'm gonna jump down to 19. Revelation 16 to 19, and it says, and the great city was divided into three parts. All right, and that division is represented the judicial, executive, and the legislation branches. All right, and it's being what divided, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance. America came in remembrance before Yahweh Shemel Shah to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. All right, so the Lord destroying this place. All right, politically, economically, all that, and on the forefront. All right, I'm gonna get that. Sorry. All right, this Matthew 12 and 25, And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? All right, and you see that now with America, Babylon the Great, and you see that with the NATO and the EU. This whole beast, all right, this whole beast system is going down. It's divided. All right, all right, but wanted to be a quick video, but with that, want to end it off on giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Harakak Wadash. Want to give double honors to my elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Akim of Great Millstone, pushing this truth throughout the four corners in these last days. All right, Abal, and Kwam Yashala.